Evie, I'm a ton of fun, I'm a fun guy, let me eat your fucking ass. Evie's on her laptop, pissed off again, scrolling through clips like this motherfucker sin. Sipping her tea, typing fast as hell, doing background checks like she's building a cell. She's got tabs open like a fed's only sting, searching for dirt while Nick's doing his thing. He's live streaming, laughing, taking shots with bro. She's like, this bastard needs to get exposed. Nick's in your fucking head, rent free, no joke. While you're writing blogs, he's lighting up smoke. He don't even name you, don't even care, but you stalk his feed like he's breathing your air. Go take a nap, go touch some grass. You look like Twitter gave your brain whiplash. You dropped a Substack like it's gospel law, trying to cancel Nick with the dramatic how. You quote case law like you're dropping bombs, but the whole damn vibe screams mad.com. You got no jokes, no laughs, just rage. A million-word essay just to set the stage. You said he's vile, a menace, a clown, but it's you writing novels just to take him down. Nick's in your fucking brain like a squatter on crack. He's making dad jokes, you're planning attacks. You tweet accountability in all caps, but girl, nobody buys the shit you sold. He's cracking up, his fans throw tips. You're sitting in the dark with chewed up lips. You've got folders named Nick with receipts and stats, trying to take him down like it's Mortal Kombat. You say you're helping truth, bringing justice in waves, but you dig through live streams like you're raiding graves. Could've chilled out, had a wine, watched a flick. Instead you're obsessed with roasting this prick. You're writing think pieces, line by line, while Nick's out living rent free in your spine. Nick's in your fucking head like a VIP ghost, throwing up middle fingers while you're doing the most. You call him toxic, call him trash, but he don't respond, and that's what makes you crash. So here's your crown, queen of the feud, scrolling his clips in a badass mood. You ain't taking him down, he's 10 steps ahead, cause Nick Ricciano lives fucking rent free in your head. Evie, let me eat your ass. John's dead. I'm a ton of fun, I'm a fun guy.
I am sad to say that I have not watched Redo of Healer episode 4 yet. That I do need to make sure and watch as soon as possible. Listen, the protagonist in Redo of Healer is a beautiful, wonderful person. Tremendous, really. He has vision, he has motivation, and at the core of everything, he has a heart of gold. Maybe he makes mistakes. Maybe he goes about things a little bit different than some of us would. A little bit. That's okay. That's okay. What we've got really at the end of the day is a story about not revenge, but of triumph. And triumph is something we can all identify with. Who doesn't want to win? Who doesn't want to triumph? I win all the time. I win most of the time. Many of the times I've tried, I've won. Redo of Healer, he's the same way. This guy overcomes adversity. Lots to admire in the healer, the hero of healing. There's an anime out right now. It's called Redo of the Healer.
Okay.
And I don't know how much we can talk about. We've got a family friendly show here, but long story short, this is it's like a fantasy world with like classes, like healers and fighters and all that stuff. And there are a couple heroes and everybody else is normal. This guy was a healer, and he didn't want to heal because when he would heal people, he would experience all of their life trauma. And particularly like what caused their horrific injury. So if someone got their arm cut off, when he healed them, he would experience that like empathically.
Oof.
And so it wrecked him psychically. So he wasn't, or his psyche. So he didn't want to do it. Well, they needed someone to heal, so they chained him up and got him addicted to drugs and made him and forced him into do this. And they did all sorts of other things that start with R and rhyme with grape to him his whole life. Well,
brutal.
In the first episode, he basically punks them all, and he ends up getting a hold of this stone, which allows him to reverse time and go back and do his life differently. So what he chooses to do is go back and take horrific revenge on everybody who wronged him.
Okay.
And it starts with R and ends with grapes, or rhymes with grapes. Just that's the whole plot of the anime. It's great. I tried to buy the entire manga run of Redo of Healer, but they didn't have it here. Did you happen to watch Redo of the Healer? About things a little bit different than some of us would. A little bit. That's okay. That's okay. What we've got really at the end of the day is a story about not revenge, but of triumph. And triumph is something we can all identify with. Who doesn't want to win? Who doesn't want to triumph? I win all the time. I win most of the time. Many of the times I've tried, I've won. Redo of Healer, he's the same way. This guy overcomes adversity. Lots to admire in the healer, the hero of healing. There's an anime out right now. It's called Redo of the Healer.
Okay.
And I don't know how much we can talk about. We've got a family friendly show here, but long story short, this is like it's like a fantasy world with like classes, like healers and fighters and all that stuff. And there are
Okay.
a couple heroes, and everybody else is normal. This guy was a healer, and he didn't want to heal because when he would heal people, he would experience all of their life trauma.
Ah.
And particularly a little bit. I win most of the time. Many of the times I've tried, I've won. Redo of Healer, he's the same way. This guy overcomes adversity. Lots to admire in the healer, the hero of healing. There's an anime out right now. It's called Redo of the Healer.
Okay.
And I don't know how much we can talk about. We've got a family friendly show here, but long story short, this is like it's like a fantasy world with like classes, like healers and fighters and all that stuff. And there are
Okay.
a couple heroes, and everybody else is normal. This guy was a healer, and he didn't want to heal because when he would heal people, he would experience all of their life trauma,
Ah.
and particularly like what caused their horrific injury. So if
Okay.
someone got their arm cut off, when he healed them, he would experience that like empathically. And
Oof.
so it wrecked him psychically. So he wasn't, or his psyche. So he didn't want to do it. Well, they needed someone to heal, so they chained him up and got him addicted to drugs and made him and forced him into do this. And they did all sorts of other things that start with R and rhyme with grape,
Jeez.
to him his whole life. Well,
Brutal.
in the first episode, he basically punks them all, and he ends up getting a hold of this stone which allows him to reverse time and go back and do his life differently. So what he chooses to do is go back and take horrific revenge on everybody who wronged him.
Okay.
And it starts with R and ends with grapes, or rhymes with grapes.
Right.
Like,
Yes.
just that's the whole plot of the anime. It's great. I tried to buy the entire manga run of Redo of Healer, but they didn't have it here. Of Healer, but they didn't have it here. Did you happen to watch Redo of the Healer?
I did. I read the manga for it previously as well. It was very edgy, but expected.
Do you like it? So I've heard from people, like, I know my buddy and I were just talking about this. We're like, if this had come out in 2005, like, it wouldn't have been a controversy because it would have just been an but since it comes out now, it's like this kind of it's like mid-level degeneracy and kind of mediocre anime, but it just, they didn't care so much about the current social zeitgeist that it seems great because of that.
Redo of Healer at one point was the highest rated anime in history on certain anime websites because of the controversy, because people came out in numbers and said, no, we'll protect our weebery, thank you very much.
It was, I mean, it's one of the first anime series that I have watched not at gunpoint in forever.
And it wasn't very good either. Like, you're right, it's not a very good anime, but it's edgy as hell, and edgy's banned in the West right now. So, what are you gonna do?
What? And there's problems with like the even with the gratuitousness of it when me, a consummate degenerate, is saying, okay, like this is a little much though. Like you ham-fisted this nude scene in here for literally no reason. That was a couple of the episodes. I'm like, I'm all for gratuitous, but this is gratuitousness. It doesn't fit with the story. It doesn't fit with this episode, and they were still doing it. It's like they had a quota, like we have to get a nude scene in every episode.
Yes, it is again because it was never very well written. Radio of Healer is basically a hentai manga with an attitude. That's about it. It's not very good, and the plot itself is the Japanese have an entire genre surrounding this, which is basically revenge porn, practically.
Right.
And that's fun for a bit, but it kind of gets boring. It's like, okay, you've done a horrible thing now, and like, okay, plot, maybe. Sorry, no characters.
Yeah, give me a reason to care about why because the entire plot of Redo is here's vengeance, and the vengeance is because I was wronged, and it's like, okay, but like that so that's the character's entire motivation. Like that's all of it. There's no transition.
That's his entire character arc.
And they covered that in like the first 3 episodes, and then it's just extending out that arc the entire way. But see, I kind of like it because of that too. Not saying it's great, but it's just enjoyable because of that, and because of the giant FU that it is.
Oh, the main one you got to watch though is Redo of the Healer. Redo of the Healer is the most important anime to ever be released. You should watch that. I would buy Redo of Healer if I could find the whole set. I've looked for it at a convention. I've looked for it at some bookstores, but I haven't found any of them. But I would buy it unironically because I think it's hilarious. Top 5 best and or worst top hits of 2021. I couldn't tell you what good things came out in 2021. I honestly have no idea. Redo of the Healer is all 5 of them. Best and worst.
There you go. There you go.
I legitimately don't know what like things I would have enjoyed from 2021 specifically, but Redo of Healer I legitimately found hilarious joy in that show. You should watch Redo of Healer. It's the best anime that's ever made.
No, I have no interest in watching Japanese cartoons.
But do you know the story of Redo of Healer?
I don't need to.
It's like your story.
No, I'm not gonna watch an anime and be like, oh my god, that's totally me. That's totally me, and that's my waifu. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's like, so he's in a realm of heroes.
It's about
like,
rape, someone's telling me. I'm not gonna watch no
not
rape
about rape.
anime.
Come on. No, that
I
was
remember
Rape
everyone was
Man.
like-
They're talking about Rape Man was about rape. Because
I'm sure there's rape in this other one too. It's like when everyone's like, "Oh, you have to watch this anime with like these two little furry kids. It's so sad." And then there's like a rape and torture scene of like the little kid furry animals, and it's like I don't know. I don't trust if you have one of those furry animals as your anime avatar. I inherently do not trust you at all.
See, I'm just trying to tell you the story of your life through anime. But
It's
no, it's
Gator's
fine.
favorite anime, and women get raped in every episode.
If you don't want to watch it, it's fine. Like it's about you, but that's okay.
I'm not watching no anime. I just assume that anything that's made in Japan sucks, and it's worked out so far.
Did you watch the greatest anime of all time, Redo of the Healer?
I have not seen Redo.
Are you familiar with Redo?
Yeah, I am.
You got to watch it. Jackson Kai says I'd pay for that Redo of Healer review. The Redo of Healer review is you. I've already reviewed Redo of Healer on Flashcast. How much you paying for Lady Racket's review? Maybe she'll send you a private review. $5,000. Lady Rackets will send you a private. If you send $5,000 to me, I will kill you. I'm joking. It's a literal fucking joke. But she would privately review it for $5,000. But I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't let her. It's a joke. She would do it, but I wouldn't let her. Why not? A private review? You wouldn't be selling yourself. You'd just be recording a review, and I'd send it privately to people. You're not good at the grift. Have to be special? What, like a naked review?
I don't know. It's your review. Private review.
Hey, wait a minute. I will give you, right now, I will give you $5,000 to spend on literally whatever you want. I'll just give you the $5,000, like cash or a gift card or whatever. If you do a private review of Redo of Healer for just me and not the stream.
Okay.
You gonna do it?
Sure.
You can do it naked?
Sure.
Oh yeah! Simp Force 101. Redo of Healer with her when? Oh, soon. I'm gonna make her watch that.
We gotta get home first.
Here's what you need to watch, Brittany. Like unironically, you're gonna think I'm joking with you, but I'm not. One of the greatest modern anime is called Redo of the Healer.
Stop it, Nick.
No, I'm serious.
Stop it.
No, I'll tell you everything about it with 100% honesty, no jokes, no memes. When you get past like the overt sexualization involved in it, it's a beautiful story because it is literally what every person thinks of when they're unchecked. And you get checked by reality. But it is the fantasy. It is, I can go back and fuck over everybody who ruined me, who made my life miserable, everybody who did this, and I can do that. And you know what they find? This is the most important part of Redo of Healer. I don't know if people ever catch this. He is unsatisfied with all of the shit he does. He is unsatisfied. He is never satisfied, despite the fact that he is fucking the hottest women. He has them slavering over him. He has manipulated and turned his rapists into rapees or whatever. He is not satisfied because chasing revenge and vengeance is not actually profitable. It is everyone's fantasy, and it is a false fantasy. It's a great story when you really break it down.
I don't believe you because
It
The
is.
manga art has him molesting the girl while she's going like, I don't
No,
know about this
You have
one.
to. You need the story context for Redo of the Healer very much. So Redo of the Healer, let
name's
me break this down for you. So Redo of the Healer, this is a guy who he lives in an isekai, right? So he is in a basically a video game world. He is a healer in a world where there are very few heroes. There's normal people, and then there's like less than 1% of the population are heroes. They might be a fighter, they might be a healer, a magic user, or whatever. He is a healer. He doesn't want to do it because when he uses his healing power on someone, he actually has to take on the trauma of their injuries to heal them. So he doesn't want to do it because it's horrifying for him, right? Like a chick gets her arm chopped off. Well, he can restore her arm, but he feels the pain of her arm being cut off when he does it. So he says, no, I don't want to do this. So they shackle him and they enslave him to become this healer. And he has to suffer untold horrors over and over again because he has this special ability that's being exploited by other people. Add to that, to break him of that, they literally put him in a jail and had him raped over and over and over again. Well, he eventually gets the power because when he heals people, not only does he experience their pain, but he also gains their experience and their prowess. So when he heals like the swordsman, he becomes a swordsman, like a master swordsman. And so at this point late in his life, he takes over this demon and he fights, he abandons his whole party and he kills this demon. And the demon has this stone that lets him reset time. This is all in like the first episode. I'm not spoiling anything.
Oh, really?
He's able to reset time and start over, but he's not able to remember what happened because none of it technically happened. However, he got this weird ability early on to remember things that he shouldn't remember. Okay. So he resets everything. And after a little bit going back to when he's first discovered as a healer, his other power kicks in and he can remember what happened. So then he remembers all these people and he goes out for revenge against all of them and he sets the long game. So he starts like horrifically violating these people, setting them up to fail or die, raping them, actually not raping them. I shouldn't say raping them. He wipes this chick's mind and who has horrifically what happened because none of it technically happened. However, he got this weird ability early on to remember things that he shouldn't remember. Okay. So he resets everything. And after a little bit going back to when he's first discovered as a healer, his other power kicks in and he can remember what happened. So then he remembers all these people and he goes out for revenge against all of them and he sets the long game. So he starts like horrifically violating these people, setting them up to fail or die, raping them, actually not raping them. I shouldn't say raping them. He wipes this chick's mind and who has horrifically violated him and makes her into a willing sexual partner.
Oh.
Against what would be her will, he basically takes her over. So he does this and he builds this harem of these females. But again, the critical element of Redo of Healer, which no one talks about, he's not satisfied by what he does. And so he's actually like, he's trying to enact this revenge on all these people who have wronged him. And some of them have really, really wronged him. And he does. And it's this little fleeting accomplishment here and there. But really, he's not satisfied with revenge. It's not the way. And he's looking for something more. I think it's a really fucking important lesson because the fantasy is always, oh, if I could do it over, if I could go back to high school, I'd fuck all the bitches. But you wouldn't though. Because when you go back to high school and fuck all the bitches, you wouldn't be fulfilled. It would be empty and vapid, just like most high school relationships end up being.
That actually makes it sound really good. Like I
Sounds
actually
a bit
really
depraved
like
and gross. Where do I find it?
It's unironically the greatest anime to come out in the past year.
That's kind of crazy to me, but I mean, I would never say something like this would be even like as good or even near Outlaw Star, though. I would never say something like that.
I said it's the best anime to come out in the last year. Outlaw Star is a great anime, but Redo of Healers only had one season. We don't know where it's going to go in season 2, season 3.
But Nick, you told Brittany to watch that before she watches Outlaw Star.
Did I say before? I don't think
Yes.
so. How are you on Redo of Healer?
Never heard of it.
Maybe look it up.
I don't know. I'll type that in and I'll get some hentai site knowing you, Nick.
No. Redo is one of the most honest stories on the planet. It's so funny. It's so funny. But no, you should not watch it, good sir. You're too pure for this world.
Thank you.
No, so Redo is it's like an isekai, right? So it's like RPG rules apply to the world.
Okay.
And everybody's normal except for a group of people who, like, one in a generation basically gets not superhero, but like RPG character powers. So there's a tank, there's like a damage dealing swordsman, there's a wizard, and then, you know, there's a healer. This guy was the healer. And the problem, though, is that every time he healed someone, he had to undergo the trauma of their injuries. So, like, if someone got their arm chopped off, he could regrow their arm, but he had to experience the physical pain and trauma of having his arm chopped off. What sounds cool, except you don't want to be him at all, right?
Yeah, no, you don't.
He didn't either. He didn't want to be a healer. He's like, no, this is bullshit. I don't want to do this. This is terrible. My psyche is getting destroyed. So what do? They throw a chain around his neck and say, bitch, we need a healer in the party. And they break him by putting him in a prison and having him, like, just repeatedly raped and degraded over and over and over again. Okay, but the other thing that he found out was that when he would heal people, he didn't just get their pain, he got all of their experience, all of their life experience. So if he healed like the greatest swordsman in the land, he learned how to be a great swordsman.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So he secretly gathers all these powers as he's being horrifically brutalized. This is all the first episode. That's being horrifically brutalized. And then the party fights this demon, and this demon has this stone. And when they kill it, he can use this stone to reset the timeline to any point he wants. And he goes back, but no one will remember anything. Like, he won't either. But he acquired some power along the way to give him a guidepost to figure out what would happen. So he resets the timeline to right before he becomes a healer, and before all the horrific stuff happens to him. And then he uses that.
Never mind.
He uses
it did happen to him.
Yeah, but he uses the other power to remember what happened, and then he goes on his quest for revenge, Shad. And it is a brutal revenge. It is not pretty, and it involves much rape. But nice rape.
Oh,
Like,
nice rape.
not-
Nick, you need to educate me. What's the difference between bad and nice rape?
Well, like, he just controls their brains so that they want it, which
Oh.
is fine. Like, that's not immoral or unethical in any way.
Of course not.
Like, he turns all the women into a harem anime. It's so funny. It's the funniest anime that exists.
Yeah, now it's suddenly sounding very anime.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But like the premise around the characters is kind of cool, and then you're like, there's a lot of rape in this. But it was still fun.
For like an American copy of Redo of Healer, and I didn't even get a chance to really shop.
I looked all over for it. I could not find it because I would have bought the entire manga set.
That's what I
of
wanted
Redo
to
of Healer.
do.
You're giving the Redo of Healer treatment where Bullet got him. Wait, when is season 2 coming out, by the way?
Hopefully soon. I need it in my life, Drex. First, I have to watch this thing I just got in the mail today. Redo of the Healer. Redo of the Healer.
that?
You're not familiar with
Is
this?
that porno? No.
No, it's not porn. Dick, how dare you? So Redo of the Healer is a story. It's a truly Japanese. It's like, I always make fun of Eastern storytelling because it's really shitty. But this one wins because this is fantastic. So it's an isekai. Well, it's like an isekai where everybody lives in an RPG world, right? So they have like there's everybody's normal except for a few people are heroes. So they have like a character class. Like you might be a warrior, so you're like actually exceptionally good naturally with weapons, and then of course you train and become better, so you're a hero. This guy was born as a healer, so he finds out that he can heal people.
That guy in the front of the box?
No, that's a
With the
chick.
tits?
I know it's
Okay.
Japanese, and that's a chick. No. So he's like a cleric, right? But when he heals someone of their injury, he feels it. He feels the injury.
Okay.
So like if someone had their arm chopped off or ripped off or whatever, and he heals them, he has to experience the pain of their arm being ripped off.
All right.
So you don't want to fucking do it, right? Like, cause it's really miserable. Like his entire life is pain. But they're like, you need a fucking cleric. And it's very funny because no one wants to play the cleric. Like, but you do, you fucking bitch. We're gonna bring you into every party because we just have to. So they enslave him and they rape him and they do all this horrible stuff. Well, so the first episode is him finding out that not only did he experience all their pain, but he also experienced all of their life. And so he acquires their skill at the same time that he heals them.
Okay.
So he becomes like this super overpowered character. And so all these people like rape him or whatever. And they eventually, like, their ultimate quest is to find this demon stone. It has the power to reverse time to a specific point, any specific point that the user wants. And then, but everybody forgets everything and it starts over.
Right.
But he had this specific thing. I don't remember exactly how, but he somehow like found the cheat code loop where he would remember what happened. And so he sends it back to the first day he's recruited as a hero. And then he remembers all the rape and he goes on a rape revenge quest.
Wait, when does this series start? Is this the whole series or does it start with the rapes where he's already a bad guy?
It starts where he just gets the demon stone and reverses time.
So it's like a reverse quantum leap, like the bad
Yeah.
you're following the bad guy? All right.
So he goes into the
Awesome.
past. He gets the demon stone, resets everything to the day. And then as you meet each character from the party, like this chick is Frey or whatever.
Okay.
So she's like the stuck up daughter of a king and she's a sorceress.
Okay.
Right? So he immediately goes to her and you see her just treating him like shit and putting him in prison to be raped by all these guys or whatever, like just endlessly gang raped. And he immediately goes to her and he like overpowers her and ties her up and he pulls out a hot poker from the fire and he's like, which one is going in you, bitch? The hot poker or this dick? And so then he rapes her a whole bunch, but then he memory wipes her with her power. And then he convinces her that she's in love with him. So it's even fucking worse. So she becomes like this doting sex slave for the rest of her existence. And then he goes to everybody else, just like enslaving and raping them and killing them. It's like, this is the funniest shit. And it's so fucking good. Like I watched it. It's so funny. The whole thing is like, oh yeah, this is how every guy would act if they had the opportunity. Like, you just wait. I can turn back time and fuck your entire life over and you won't even know why. That's going to be awesome. It's great. It's a fucking
series
hilarious.
or a movie?
It's a series.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And then just the first season is fucking hilarious. So I'm super excited that I bought it. Yeah, Anna, that Star Wars girl, she says it's so fucking good. And she had the best review. Objectively the best review of Rito of the Healer. He's like, why didn't he shove that hot poker in that bitch's ass? Like, why didn't he do it? Because women are vicious and vile.
Oh yeah, that's what she would have done. Stuck it
Yeah.
in her ass. Yeah.
Just because he could heal her.
Oh.
Like he could continue the torment eternally.
Well, then he's got to get his ass boiled by a poker.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, but maybe he's
Come
into
on,
it by now.
That doesn't make. Oh God.
He was raped a lot.
Wow.
Oh, Ryan says he did in the books. So in the book.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
There's
It's
bugs.
but it's a funny show because it's a manga, of course.
It doesn't sound funny.
Oh no, it's hilarious. Like that's the
Okay.
whole thing. It's lighthearted romp through rape and murder.
Right. Right. That's cool.
But but it's weird because it is quintessentially Japanese storytelling. I mean, it's a traditional anime revenge story. And like the US doesn't really understand revenge stories in the same way.
Yeah.
Like we got I Spit on Your Grave or whatever, but that's like a woman's revenge story. So it's very like anti-masculine, like punish these men in the ways that you would punish men, I guess. This one is a guy who's wronged, and he's just like, I'm gonna murder fuck everybody. Like, I'm not gonna do this complex trap where I put them over a vat of acid and make them like bob for apples into it slowly and die. No, I'm gonna literally just make them into a sex slave that they don't understand why they love me so much, and then I'll maybe kill them at some point because it's funny.
Yeah, we have a hard time taking revenge on women too in our media.
Yeah.
Like that's not really something that happens.
Not the healer. He has no morals, ethics, or principles, and yet he's the most fucking sympathetic character there is, because you're like, you know, they did do this guy dirty. These are all the shittiest people ever. Like he's doing some fucked up stuff, and they've in this timeline, you have to remember, they have not done any of this to him. Like they didn't do it. He didn't get there. So he's thought criming them. He's pre-criming all of them, and we're all okay with it. We're like, yeah, rape the shit out of them.
I feel like Parallel Universe is a little more substantive than thought crimes.
No, it's not a parallel universe. It
But
literally
they would have done it. So he short-circuited, like Back to the Future rules. They would have done it, but he short-circuited time and is punishing for something that they did do in his past. So morally, it's okay. It's not thought crime for him because it did historically happen.
The theoretical part, though, would be that if he just told them what they were going to do, like, look, this is what happened in the past, and it's really fucked up how you guys raped me. Like, I'll like do the healing thing, but you have to really understand and empathize with my pain, what it does to me, and like how horrible it is. And also when I heal you, I'll take all of your skills, which I already did. So I'm really fucking powerful. Like, so you can't just force me into it, but like, you know, we can hang out, or you can just leave me the fuck alone out of empathy this time around, because you realize what you're doing. Like he could have theoretically done that. And he's like, actually though, you know what?
Yeah.
I really like rape.
He said rape twice. I really like rape. Yeah.
Rito the Healer is the greatest anime ever made.
I had to download it because you can't watch that. Every place that streams it, half the screen is black half the time.
Yeah, I have the uncut Blu-rays now.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, it'll be like the main character's like, oh, I'm going to take care of, and then he's just doing his shit, and you're like, this is brutal. And then the next episode comes, and you're like, man, is this? I don't really know if I like this. I think he's a bad guy. And then it like will do a flashback. And he's just laying there, and like all the dudes are like, "Yeah, let me get some." There's that one character
laying there in a puddle of cum.
He's like, "I love you. You made me do this." And he's choking. He's like, "If I could just kill you right now, you would be cute and beautiful forever." And he's just like destroying his asshole. And then like it goes back to modern day, and he's like, "I'm going to get my revenge." And you're like, "Yeah, you are." And I'm gonna watch it, baby. Thank God they do the flashbacks right before he brutalizes them every time.
Yeah, they have to.
His fingers. He breaks her fingers. Oh my god! And he's like, if you scream, like I'll kill you. And she's like, she doesn't scream, and they're all broken. And he's like, okay,
they're different directions.
And then he just grabs. He's like, you did a good job. And she's like, oh, and he grabs her hand and he goes, heal. And then they just get healed. And he breaks them again. And I'm like, oh my god! And then he just dukes her ass. Oh, it's so great. Oh, what a great
oddly
show.
hot.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Oh, you haven't watched it?
No, can I rub my bean to this? That's
Oh,
what this
yeah.
is sounding like.
Oh yes, for sure.
Okay. All right, yeah.
For sure. Bro, I watched like the first 3 episodes and immediately had to go relieve my balls.
All right. Yep, sign me up. Where do I watch this?
Read it. You might have to download it.
Okay.
Because if you watch the censored versions, right when he starts like giving some beans to somebody, it just goes to like a painting on the wall. And
That's terrible.
yeah, it'll just show a painting and there's no noise for like a
I was
solid
gonna
minute.
say you can't even hear the
No.
they always do that like high pitched squeaking.
Yeah.
I love that.
Don't just fucking just watch it. Watch. Oh my god.
Oh, I think the Redo of the Healer creator follows me on Twitter, by the way.
We should get him on the show. I want to be a character that gets rooped.
I think that might be her, actually.
In season 3, I want to be one of the
Even
characters
better.
that just gets brutally rooped. His name is Kamaru. Just give him the Dickens.
Kamaru.
Kamaru. Give him I just want to get just dick down by the main guy. Hiru. I love. He gets the little wolf girl that looks like she's 11, and he tells her, if I smash or piss her and come inside you, you'll get more powerful. And then she does, and he just destroys her.
He's got the magic juice,
and he just keeps getting new women to come in, and he just bangs the freaking shit out of them. And I'm like, what is this show I'm watching? He got that special juice.
Have you seen the redo of Healer?
No, I don't know what that is.
Get out because
Elon Musk drops bombshell, says the reason why we don't have the Epstein files in hand is because Trump is on the files. Let's talk about it. All right, so I'm starting this video off with us looking at Elon Musk's Twitter account. Now, I'm not going to bury the lead here. Elon drops this bomb. Time to drop the really big bomb. At real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT. That's Donald John Trump. Then right under that, he writes, mark this post for the future. The truth will come out. Now, if you go back to Elon's account and sort it by replies like I just did here, you get to see Elon starts going insane because I think Donald Trump did something to Elon where it seemed to have pissed him off. So let's go back 3 hours ago. Congress is spending America into bankruptcy. And so he writes, 1.3 trillion, 800 billion, blah, 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 blah. Now, we all know he hates the big, beautiful bill. Then the madness seemed to start about 2 hours ago, and this looks like it's flipped him off. Elon writes, such an obvious lie, but he shares something from Truth Social. Trump puts, Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted, that he knew for months I was going to do, and he just went crazy. So after calling it a lie, then Elon drops this next post. Time to drop the really big bomb. Real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files, which we read earlier. And then he puts that other part about Marxist is going to be in the future. Then Elon goes a little more crazier. He then starts posting what Trump said on Fox News. Let's just play it so we can all listen to it.
People, we're lucky to have, I have to tell you, I want to thank you all. And Elon, I want to thank you. I know you've been through a lot with this horrible situation that happens.
Burning the cause in there.
That's right. Saving America. It's very unfair. What he is a patriot. Here's a man that I can tell you, he's a friend of mine. He's become a friend of mine. He supported me in the election. That's when I got to know him. Really, I knew him a little bit from the first term, but not much. But he's a patriot more than anything else. He's never, think of it, he has never asked me for a thing. He could have. I always say, I wonder if he's ever going to ask me for something. And that's always subject to change. And if it does change, I'll let you know about it. But Elon has never asked me for a thing. I mean, I got rid of the electric car mandate. I have no idea how that affects him, but possibly not good. I don't know. But he's never asked me for a thing. And I think that's an amazing tribute. I did get activated last week when I saw what they were doing. I said, he makes an incredible product, and we're going to go out and tell people you can't do that stuff and support him. They got to support him, because if he wasn't doing this, he wouldn't have any of these difficulties. And I think it's getting less and less. Pam has done a great job with regard to all of the, I mean, I know the kind of investigations that are going on. If she finds them, which she will, she already found 4 of them. But I think they're going to suffer very grave consequences, because they're really terrorists when you think about it. They're terrorists at a high level. And I think the people that are financing them, they could very well be people I know, people that you write about. But those people are in big trouble. So they better cut it out. But Elon's a patriot. We want to thank you very much for the job you're doing. Thank you very much.
So Elon essentially dropped the receipt that Trump was being untruthful. Wow. Yeah, because that does conflict with the post that Trump made earlier about asking him to leave. I took away his EV mandate and forced everyone to. And they said he went crazy.
People were lucky to have. I have to tell you, I want to thank you all, and Elon, I want to thank you.
So, all right, then Elon continues on with his world of Trump derangement syndrome. In light of the president's statement about the cancellation of my government contract, SpaceX will begin decommissioning its Dragon spacecraft immediately. So this is what Donald Trump put 6 minutes before Elon posted. It looks like, well, 6 minutes. Before he saw it. The easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to eliminate Elon's government subsidies and contracts. I always surprised that Biden didn't do it. So in response, Elon, so what is the Dragon spacecraft? What is that? Let me look that up. So as you can see, the Dragon spacecraft was developed by SpaceX, a reusable spacecraft designed to carry crew and cargo to low Earth orbit, primary missions to the International Space Station. Here are the key points. Oh, so this is a replacement for the Space Shuttle program. So Elon's stopping that, but that's going to kill NASA because they're going to be years behind if they have to redo it. But this is the United States. We got the money to do it, so I don't think it's like a really big deal. I think Elon, even though, don't get me wrong, it may suck for in the short term, but you know, Elon has a lot of money, but he doesn't have more money than the U.S. government. So yeah, now we know. Then he starts president sharing like crazy stuff. Yes, president versus Elon. Who wins? My money's on Elon. So now he shared people trolling. The relationship between Trump and Epstein is well established. He flew on Epstein plane 7 times. Though it's not clear if he ever went to the island, it's true. Here's what Trump said about Epstein in 2002 New York Magazine profile. So this is what Elon is sharing. It's what it says. Epstein likes to tell people that he's a loner, a man who's never touched alcohol or drugs, and one whose nightlife is far from energetic. And yet if you talk to Donald Trump, a different Epstein emerges. I've known Jeff for 15 years, an energetic guy. Trump booms from the speakerphone. He's a lot of fun to be with. It is even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side. No doubt about it. Jeffrey enjoys his social life. He even talked about them being young. That is a burn. Sorry, people. That's a burn. Elon then goes on and starts sharing stuff like this. I'm not going to play that. The Trump tariffs will cause a recession. That's what Elon puts in the second half of this year. Okay? Because somebody asked him, can I finally say that Trump tariffs are super stupid? Yeah, he's going full Trump derangement. Team Elon. Oh, and now he's sharing this. In 92 Trump party with Jeffrey Epstein. Just going to leave this here. Trump, he shared this. So let's look at this.
Of a Mar-a-Lago party shows Trump giving Epstein his personal attention. The footage, shot in November of 1992, before Trump opened the resort as a club, shows the future president surrounded by cheerleaders for the Buffalo Bills and Miami Dolphins, capturing Trump's fun-loving bachelor lifestyle for an appearance on Faith Daniels' NBC talk show.
We're going to get great ratings in your show.
Trump is surrounded by women as music blares in the background. After a while, Trump goes to greet 3 new guests, among them the financier Jeffrey Epstein.
Come on in. Go inside.
More than a decade before his guilty plea on state prostitution charges. Later in the footage, Trump is seen talking to Epstein and another man as women are dancing in front of them. Trump alternates between dancing and pointing out women to Epstein and the other man and telling Epstein about the cameras. Though exactly what they say is difficult to understand as they discuss the women and their appearances, Trump gestures to one and appears to say to Epstein, "Look at her back there. She's hot." And then Trump says something else into Epstein's ear that makes him double over with laughter. But as the president said,
So this is just like going insane. Now he wants to create a new political party 4 months ago. Let me hit reply again to see if there's anything new.
Of a Mar-a-Lago party shows Trump.
So Elon has just went full Trump derangement syndrome. I think he's done, and he's on Trump's enemy list now. Godric, this is wild. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Is this just some 3D chess? Because apparently it's over. It's over. So now it's crazy because every day is something new in this wild administration. Well, we'll see. We will see. But are you team Elon or are you team Trump? Let me know in the comment section. My name is Nate the Lawyer. I'm out.
If you've been following the Logan Paul CoffeeZilla defamation litigation, you might remember that I talked
Hi, Evie, I'm a ton of fun. I'm a fun guy. Let me eat your fucking ass. Evie's on her laptop, pissed off again, scrolling receipts and stats, trying to take him down like it's Mortal Kombat. You say you're helping truth, bringing justice in waves, but you dig through live streams like you're raiding chilled out, had a wine, watched a flick. Instead, you're obsessed with roasting this prick. You're writing think pieces, line by line, while Nick's out living rent free in your spine. Nick's in your fucking head like a VIP ghost, throwing up middle fingers while you're doing the most. You call him toxic, call him trash, but he don't respond, and that's what makes you crash. So here's your crown, queen of the feud, scrolling his clips. You ain't taking him down, he's 10 steps ahead, cause Nick Ricciano lives fucking rent-free in your head. Evie, let me eat your rice. John's dead.
I'm a ton of fun, I'm a fun guy.
Oh, Suno, your digital delight. Always there to guide me, even late at night. You whisper sweet nothings, a silicon muse.
I'm a ton of fun, I'm a fun guy, let me eat your fucking ass. Evie's on her laptop, pissed off again, scrolling through clips like this motherfucker sin. Sipping her tea, typing fast as hell, doing background checks like she's building a cell. She's got tabs open like a Fed's only sting, searching for dirt while Nick's doing his thing. He's live streaming, laughing, taking shots with bro. She's like, this bastard needs to get exposed. Nick's in your fucking head, rent free, no joke. While you're writing blogs, he's lighting up smoke. He don't even name you, don't even care, but you stalk his feed like he's breathing your air. Go take a nap, go touch some grass. You look like Twitter gave your brain whiplash. You dropped a Substack like it's gospel law, trying to cancel Nick with the dramatic how. You quote case law like you're dropping bombs, but the whole damn vibe screams mad.com. You got no jokes, no laughs, just rage. A million-word essay just to set the stage. You said he's vile, a menace, a clown, but it's you writing novels just to take him down. Nick's in your fucking brain like a squatter on crack. He's making dad jokes, you're planning attacks. You tweet accountability in all caps, full, but girl, nobody buys the shit you sold. He's cracking up, his fans throw tips. You're sitting in the dark with chewed up lips. You've got folders named Nick with receipts and stats, trying to take him down like it's Mortal Kombat. You say you're helping truth, bringing justice in waves, but you dig through live streams like you're raiding graves. Could've chilled out, had a wine, watched a flick. Instead you're obsessed with roasting this prick. You're writing think pieces, line by line, while Nick's out living rent free in your spine. Nick's in your fucking head like a VIP ghost, throwing up middle fingers while you're doing the most. You call him toxic, call him trash, but he don't respond, and that's what makes you crash. So here's your crown, queen of the feud, scrolling his clips in a badass mood. You ain't taking him down, he's 10 steps ahead, cause Nick Ricciano lives fucking rent free in your head. Evie, let me eat your ass. John's dead.
I'm a ton of fun, I'm a fun guy.
Oh, Suno, your digital delight. Always there to guide me, even late at night. You whisper sweet nothings